Sunday update on wedding planners, the 28th of November 2021. For more updates, please don't forget to subscribe. Everyone saying Nandini. KT recalls Arjun's words. Arjun says dad lifted the gung-hat, man, it got fulfilled. Kusum says Preeti. Nandini is a cheat. This isn't love. If she comes in KT's life, she will ruin him. If she loved him, she should have apologized to him. Preeti recalls Nandini's words. She says it means Nandini cheated KT again. We had seen her in the market. Her intention is bad. Maybe that's why KT hates lies and cheat. Nandini gave him many wounds. Kusum asks why did she come back now? Why don't they make her out? KT is soft-hearted. He will accept her. I will tell him the truth. Preeti says no. We have no right to stop him. Nandini knows him well. Kusum says I won't let KT marry that cunning woman. Preeti says let KT decide. If he wants to forgive his wife, then it's his decision. I want him to be happy. Kusum says Nandini is a magician. Look there. Madhu says Nandini came back. Arjun's mum is Nandini. KT's dad says Nandini still cheats. Uncle says yes. She is trying to come back this way. She will give sorrow to KT. Neelima cries. KT's dad says I won't let her come back in his life. I will throw her out. Neelima says no. Look at Arjun. He is our grandson. Nandini says I am your love, Nandini. KT says I didn't think we will meet this way. She says I knew you will just remember our love. He says love isn't made for you. I recall lie and cheat seeing you. Kusum says great. Curse her KT. KT says I don't know why you came here. He goes in anger. Arjun worries. Nandini stops KT and says I know I did much wrong with you. You stayed away from me for 17 years. I have suffered more. It was my life's big mistake to lose you. Kusum says don't come in her words. Preeti says we also wanted this, that they meet. Nandini answers KT's questions. He has to give a closure to his past. Kusum says he is good. He will come in her words. She will cheat again. Preeti says his past's bad. Memory came before him. He may be in pain. I wish he gets strength to take the right decision. KT says don't tell me anything. You are lying. You went by your wish. My life has no place for you. Nandini says give me a chance to apologize. He asks after 17 years. Now you remember that you will apologize to me. You should have come and apologized. Why this drama? She says maybe my way is wrong. It's my repentance. I did this for your love, so that you accept me again. He says lie. You always lie. Enough. Stop it. I have learnt living without you. Go. Arjun stops him and says don't do this. You said you believe in forgiving. Accept mum, please. He asks KT and family to accept Nandini. Nandini gets Sindoor and says fill my maung, Kirthan, and accept me and your child. KT asks are you not ashamed? You have used a kid in this. You are saying he is my child. How, if he was my child? Why didn't you come to me before? Why were you silent? Nandini says I tried to reach you knowing my pregnancy. You didn't answer me. I called everyone in the family. How can I blame them? I broke their trust. Trust me. I had tried to teach you. I have raised Arjun alone. Arjun cries. Nandini says I tried to give him mum and dad's love, but even his dad is imp. I couldn't take his dad's place, so I got him here. Arjun says yes. I miss you every day. Everyone's family was complete except mine. Mom started telling me about you. I used to imagine all this. We are one step away. Please take this step so that we become a family. Nandini thinks. KT will melt for Arjun and then we will stay together in that house. Nandini sees KT and says, Phil. My mong, I have done a duty of mum for 17 years. It's your turn to do a dad's duty, so that we can secure Arjun's future together. Kusum says, I didn't see such a lady who used her son, she knows it well. Preeti says Nandini isn't a good person. But why to punish children? It's not easy to raise kids. Kusum says you want KT to marry her. Preeti says I know a kid needs mum and dad's love also. Nandini asks KT what is he thinking. She says, Phil, my mong, we will forget the past and start a new life. Arjun says, please complete our family. He asks Neelima to say KT. Neelima says, ma grandson. She cries. Nandini thinks Neelima agreed. Now it won't be tough to convince KT. Neelima asks KT to see Arjun, fill Nandini's mong and accept her for Arjun's sake. KT's dad says it's wrong. Madhu says you are forgetting Nandini has hurt KT a lot. Neil asks KT to think again. Kusum says, listen to me KT once. I know it's a family matter, but I will say, one who cheats once and expects forgiveness, she can cheat again. Think well, there is no hurry. Sheena asks Preeti to come fast. Preeti and Kusum leave. Nandini thinks I didn't know it will be tough to convince KT. Media didn't come, he would have accepted me to keep his lie. Preeti stops the press and asks who called me. The reporter says Nandini called us here to cover the marriage with her husband. Preeti says we can't let them come in, Sheena. She scolds the reporters. She introduces herself. She says we have organized this event. KT is busy. If you come in forcibly, I will call the police. Go from here. Nandini thinks where is the media? Preeti sending away the media. Kusum asks how did you get this courage? Preeti says don't know what is KT going through. Kusum says Nandini can do anything, come, we will go in. Nandini says I will stand here until you accept me, I will pray that I get back in your life. Preeti and Kusum come. Ratty gets Tarun. He asks why did you get me here? She says I got news from media. A big drama is happening here, come. Arjun asks KT to marry Nandini. Neelima says KT, he is your son, just agree, accept him. Nandini says I will not take any food and water. KT says you didn't change. You think you can fool others, but I have changed in 17 years. My love has turned into hatred. He stops Arjun and says relax, I am not your dad. You are a nice guy. I am not you dad. You are a liar's son. It's true, I know you would be feeling bad to hear this. Nandini says you have loved me to limits. KT says no, it's your illusion. I don't love you. She says don't lie to yourself. If you don't love me, why didn't you move on by accepting anyone in your life? You still love me. KT goes to Arjun and gets the scene door box. Everyone looks on. Arjun smiles. Kusum says it will be wrong. He is your partner. Tell him. Preeti says whatever his decision, I will support him. Nandini smiles. Neelima also nods happily. KT walks ahead of Nandini and goes to Preeti. He fills her mong. Everyone is shocked. Preeti looks at her scene door. She sees KT. Nandini and Arjun cry. KT says I don't love Nandini, I love Preeti and want to spend my life with her. Kusum smiles. Tarun shouts on KT. He asks how can you do this, she is a widow, just dad had a right to fill her mong. Neelima asks how can you do this KT? Ratty says Preeti refused to marry KT to do a drama in village, she also broke the partnership, So this was the plan, to marry KT in front of his wife. Tarun says, "Stop it, Ratty, it's not a marriage, there is no pandit or mantra, marriage doesn't happen like this, come, we will clean this scene door." Nandini says, "You don't love Preeti, she is your business partner." KT says, "I love her a lot, I will be marrying her." Kusum says, "Preeti, KT loves you, you both stay happy, this Jodi is made from heaven. You got late in meeting here, you also want him to be happy, you can give him love, you can accept him, Preeti, we had read Bhagavad Gita, everything happens for a reason. It's all predestined, you both met at Tarun's marriage and launched the company, you both have wounds, you fill each other's wounds, this is real partnership." Tarun says, "Stop it, Preeti is raised with values. Love and marriage just happen once." Kusum says, "Love happens once, it didn't happen with your mum. You said your dad never loved her, she didn't get respect or a smile, it's done. Love is happening for the first time, if love is there, then our values say that she has to marry, you have got a chance, be a good son, don't chain her." Preeti cries. Ratty says, "You have forward thinking. If she had to do this, why did she say that she has to earn self-esteem? She would have said that she wants to trap a rich man. I swear she didn't leave a chance to get us insulted in the world, we have to run away from here." Tarun says, "No need to hide our face, my mom can't remarry." Preeti recalls KT's words.